Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, and these batteries still haven't run out. And, oh yeah, this is the very start of Chapter 3, because we finished Chapter 2 in the last episode. This is another Code R. I'm doing this intro all out of order. Did I mention the batteries in this Wii Remote still haven't died yet? So, little recap of events that have happened so far, because as I said, the start of Chapter 3 already. I mean, I would say, holy shit, it's only Episode 8, but also, holy shit, it's Episode 8. This project's going by a lot faster than I thought. I don't remember how many chapters there are, but I think there are fewer than 10. I think there are about 8 in total, like a Paper Mario game. But anyway, yes, I wasn't even originally going to record this evening, because I'm recording this on the night of Valentine's Day. It's the 14th, in case you didn't know when Valentine's Day is. That said, it's 20 past 11, so it's only just barely still Valentine's Day. Does that say oh, it says boat. It looks like it says goat. Maybe we'll finally get to the cottage in this episode. But yeah, I was considering not recording today simply because I'd already recorded a whole bunch today anyway. I had to record the review of Denmark's song for Eurovision and then edit that and upload it, and then while that was uploading, record my review of Switzerland. And also, there's been a lot of fuss today with who's going to represent Italy, and they've announced it's Francesca Michelin. And a whole lot of people don't seem to understand that they have not confirmed whether she's going to sing her Sanremo song or not. Or at least, at the time of recording, they haven't confirmed that. Now, I don't know where we're supposed to go, but this is the cottage of the photographer that was mentioned in the last episode, and, well, just waltz right on in with no regard for whether or not someone might actually still be living here or not. Well, there's footprints, more dusty-ass footprints. Are you gonna have a flashback by any chance? Have a belated flashback while you're just standing there and glancing around the room? See, that clock up there, that looks like something that might flash you backwards. That seems like a contradiction in terms. A wall clock on the shelf. And that would have perhaps flashed you back if you hadn't seen the clock tower in person. Honestly, I don't remember the relevance of the photographer. In fact, I'd actually forgotten that they were even a person in this game. I remembered this particular area, I just don't remember what it was for, or I vaguely remembered it existed, but that was it. I'm sure we're gonna have some sort of flashback before our time in this cabin is up. Oh look, it's Forced Perspective, the magazine. Forced Perspective Quarterly. Every couple of months we'll just show you a picture of someone pinching the sun between their fingers, or leaning against the Eiffel Tower, which is basically what's happening there. Gilbert Moss, that name brings back memories, because it's the arse from this game. The arse from this game, you know what I mean. That guy there leaning on the clock tower. Do you recognise him? Oh, I actually have to turn the pages myself. Oh, it's an explanation of how to... So this is an introduction to superimposition of photos, which is a thing that we can do, but we don't have any reason to do that at the moment. But... oh. I remember what this is. This is the tutorial for, well, I'll humour it. So we take a photo of that, and then we have a look at this, and you can already kind of see what it will become. I think you can only superimpose one picture onto another. You can't superimpose it on your field of vision, so... I'm holding the Wii Remote close to the microphone so you can actually hear it's making these little arse noises. Let's have a little sneak preview of what it's expecting us to do. Because I don't think we're required to actually do this. Or maybe we are, I don't know, maybe I'm doing it out of order, but... introducing superimposition and put one on top of the other, and it's a heart. You can actually move it around a bit just to... jiggery-pokery, but isn't that sweet? We solved the puzzle. That is cute, though. Now, is the book going to spoil it for us? Is it a torn-off page? Is it... oh, what a surprise, torn-off page, we already solved the puzzle, it's a heart and it's adorable. Wow, Ashley, you are horribly slow, but then again, I've played this game before, even though that was, like, 5 years ago, maybe even more. I am way ahead of you, child. Is that something that you're requiring me to do now? Do you want me to do it now that I'm looking at that page, now that I know that it's a thing that I'm expected to do? And do I superimpose this on the other, or the other on the this? Do I even get a reaction? Is there even a correct position in which to place it? The point is, it's a heart and it's cute. I'll do it this way around, and look, it's a hut. What do you want me to say? It's a cute little thing. Do I actually have to do anything here? Because you get the idea with that. I think that's just a tutorial about that being a thing that can be done. Oh, look, it's a little napkin. Table arse cloth. An arse cloth on the table. Anything of interest in the fireplace? A place where they store fire? And... well, I would say and logs, but you don't really store logs in a fireplace. Let's go through all the things! Oh, I wanted to look through the stuff. Well, can we look in this? No, it's out of view. What about over here? Can we just check all the cupboards and take all the things? Oh, we actually might be able to. Pots and pans. How useful. Ooh, bowls and a pot. Even more useful. And behind door number 1? Oh, a lever. Not a lever, there's only one V, you uneducated swines. Well, pull it and find out, you strange individual. Really? Really? So you don't object to trawling through someone's abandoned house, but you do complain about, oh, it's a lever, I don't want to pull it. I mean, if it was something else that you didn't want to pull, then I don't blame you, but, I mean, come on. Yay. It's like a much more innocent version of the Dark Room from Life is Strange, and I shall spoil nothing because that's a brilliant game that you should go and play. But not until you've finished watching this video, obviously. I'm seeing a thing that's slightly worrying me, so... do pardon me for half a moment. My Elgato was behaving strangely. I thought maybe it had been capturing the game audio, but it seems to have been doing fine, and I was probably worrying about nothing. So where were we? Oh look, it's some default pictures from Microsoft Windows. You know the pictures that I mean, that they look like default desktop backgrounds. And there's a side window, but it's blocked. And oh look, a trapdoor that's quite obviously a trapdoor. Oh, you actually did notice it. I'm impressed, Ashley. You're usually a little bit dense about this sort of thing. And the footprints leading up to it, by the way, can we... Is it by any chance stuck and possibly connected to some sort of lever mechanism by any chance? Plus, if I'd designed this house, I'd put this a little bit further to the left so you can cover it up with the bed. Genius parcel. Now, do I need to check the footprints in order to know that I even need to go into the basement? Because it's kind of obvious there's... oh, 2 sets of footprints. Well, now that's a plot twist. Oh, it'll be... I was gonna say Matt Damon, that's not what his name is. It's Matthew Crusoe. So, Matthew was here probably, and some other fuck. Perhaps Sunglass. Now, can you pull this now that you know there's a trapdoor in there? Go on, Mackenzie arse. Everything is arse. I apologise. Well, no one's told me to stop, so... Was there a noise? I can't tell, because in case I haven't mentioned it enough on this channel, I'm playing this through a computer monitor which has no sound output. And... oh my god, the trapdoor's open, I never would have guessed. It's exactly like I said it would be. It wouldn't open because it's a mechanism rather than a person pulley thing. You know what I mean. You don't open it by hand, you open it by... This is the bathroom. We've found the toilet.
The toilet.
Oh, and it also seems to double as a dark room, which makes sense, because, I mean, this is a photography place, and considering it's like the mid-noughties, as they call it. I'm not fond of the term noughties, but it's like the mid-2000s, so digital photography is only just barely coming into popular thing. The point is, given that this place has been abandoned for a while, they're going to have needed a darkroom to develop the photos because they were made traditionally. I dabbled in traditional photography for a while, and in fact I digitaled in both kinds of photography, both traditional and dabble. You know, I did photography stuff in college, but it was like a side thing, didn't really count for anything. And I've not been reading the text again. And apparently this little secret room was where he hid last year when Matthew got found when he ran away. And so it's a stroke of absolute genius that he'd go and hide in exactly the same place 1 year later. And oh good, we have some green text to pursue. If you can let me pursue it. So, I suppose this is another line of questioning we can follow as well. So the house really is definitely empty since the photographer has left, then, because that's kind of useful. Is he your father by any chance? Are you the child of Gilbert Gottfried, except that wasn't his name, it was Gilbert Moss, that was it. Mossy Gilbert. Gilby Moo Moo. Slippity Plop. I'm just coming up with stupid names for everyone in this game now. So, we've got Ashley, Ranger Asgore, what was it? There was Tommy Hairy Sands, there was Guy McPherson, I forget what I called him. There's Matt Damon, and what was it that, what is it that I just said, like Flippity Plop or something? I'm completely detracting from the mood of the story. First of all, why do you not want to go back? See, whenever someone says something like that, I'm just instantly reminded of the song Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey, because the only time I've ever heard it, well, I've heard it multiple times, but it's always been the same video. I think it was from when they did that Great Gatsby film, where it always starts with what I only assume is a clip from it, because I only hear the audio, because like I have it open in another tab or whatever. And it's two voices, one of them saying, I don't want to go home, and then the other one waits for too many beats and then says, then don't. And then whenever someone says something like that, that's the first thing that comes into mind, and oh, you're a boarding school fuck. Well, we'll deal with that last, even though it's the most relevant recent thing to the line of conversation we were just pursuing. Disappeared! The photographer asked disappear. Sunglass, that was another one of the names that I came up with. I'm completely ruining this game, and it really is worth being seriously invested in. Oh, did we miss an important clue? So did you not want the car? Were you being a fuck pant? Like a singular fuck pant? Oh wow, spoilt arse. Kids these days, except kids I think have always been like that. Well, that's poignant. It's like when you have spoilt kids on Facebook saying, oh no, my parents got me the iPhone 6, I wanted the 6S, so I'm going to break it and then set my arse on fire and then jump into a pool of liquid dildos. I don't know, but you know the sort of post I'm talking about, or, oh, my parents bought me a white Jaguar for my 16th birthday. I hate it, I wanted black, I'm never speaking to them. You know the sort of person. Also, I'm getting wrapped up in my own commentary again. Yay, London! You're recognizing the fact... No, in fucking Dubai! Americans, seriously. Although I'm slightly offended, for no reason whatsoever, that there's a place called Londonderry in Ireland. Like, no, you can't have those 6 letters, those are ours. You can have Derry, but you can't have London. I could make some sort of joke about, well, you'd go there to inhale the pleasant Londonderry air, but there's already a place called Derry by itself, and I'm sure that has plenty of derriere jokes made about it. So, it kind of makes sense that he wants to find his father before being shipped off to the more superior of the two countries that have been referenced in this game so far. Well, okay. Second place after Japan, but still. The point is, the UK is better because we have healthcare and shit. Fight me. Okay, so I get that he wants to find his father before being shipped off to boarding school. But... why did he... the question remains, why did he wait 5 years before starting the search? This has not been answered yet. Also, what is that logo on Matthew's shirt? Because I don't recognize it now. I didn't recognize it at the time, like when I first played this game. It's like the sort of geometric, atomic deadmau5 kind of deal. Or, sorry, deadmau5, because Americans can't spell, question mark? And I do apologize, because this game really does deserve serious commentary, and I've just not been supplying it. I'd like to think I'm making it entertaining, maybe, hopefully? Now, I only read part of that text, and again I apologise, I seem to recall something like this from when I played this game the first time. So he makes a promise about only searching for clues till the end of the day and then turning himself in if nothing comes of it. Do you really think he's going to stick to that? To be fair, we don't really have a marker for how long days last in this game, but just consider that. Do bear in mind... Oh, I know what he's referring to. It's... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, did he hide it under the tree? But I think the tree is what... Like the tree from the last episode, the tree is what that map points to. Oh, wow, that drawer looks... that sticks out like a sore thumb. Well, let's make it stick out even further by opening it. Oh... Oh, it's written in invisible ink. Or lemon juice, which is basically the same thing. So we just need to cook it, and then we can see it. How... Or was it deliberate... Oh, I was going to say, was it deliberately invisible ink, but it must have been, but just not knowingly. Rather than ink so old that it's faded. It's invisible ink, you fuck. That's it right there. Why are you... Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, why is it taking you so long to get to the point? I solved it I'd forgotten about this little mini arc, and even I could work out what was going on with a blank piece of paper. Maybe they just want to go over every last detail to really hammer it home to whoever's playing. Whether it's, I don't know, someone who really wants a mystery novel more than they want a puzzle game, but still... I don't know, this game's not as bad as my commentary makes it seem. We just take this, and then we need to find some sort of fiery nonsense. I don't remember... What items do we have? Was that really necessary? Well, I remember to do this, by the way. Combine that with that, and we got a functioning music player! Yay! Do we still have the matches from earlier? It's not looking like it. Yeah, pardon me while I do nose things. Can I use this somehow? No, I cannot. Okay. Oh wait, duh, there's a hot plate literally right there. I didn't notice it at first because I don't think we have hot plates in this country. Like, the word is a foreign concept to us by itself. No, not the camera, you fucker. I'm sitting in sort of an awkward position, so it's not really easy to Wii remote. It's difficult to Wii on the screen. I will Wii in your ball pool.
I am going to Wii all over your ball pool.
That was surprisingly dramatically timed considering I can't hear the music. Okay, so you've turned it on. And then... Okay, it's doing hot plate things. Oh, how is this puzzle for me? You're doing it all for me. Oh, right, it's... Okay. There is sort of, not really one-to-one motion controls here, but, like, it's sort of WarioWare smooth moves level control, and, oh, it's because I held her hand over the hot plate bit. So, start at the tree, do 16 things, and look at the bunny! Okay. I did wonder, was everything supposed to go black then? Because I was ever so slightly worried that my TV might have randomly exploded or something. Oh, how convenient. Because it's a trope, it's a stereotype. Well, okay, that makes sense too. Because it's just a convenient plot device that's typical of media. But, yeah, it is old technology in an old house with an old breaker, so I suppose that makes sense. And just this scene, for some reason, reminds me of the Touch Detective games where both screens will go black and you can just see text boxes and you know who's talking by the sound of their voices or the sound that their text makes. And it just makes me spontaneously rather salty that they still haven't localized Touch Detective 3 for the West. That was released in, like, May 2014. I want to play Touch Detective 3, goddammit! I have nothing to go on here. I'll press A and it makes vibrating noises. Well... Oh? I gripped something. Ah, there we go. I didn't even know what I was looking at, but... I gripped something long and firm in the dark. That was slightly worrying. Oh, hello. Hello, picture there of a certain Dr. Robbins and a certain Japanese mother and what appears to be the Monado in between them. Go on, look at it and then flash backwards. As opposed to forwards. And there we go. She's noticed. Presumably... Okay, so we've got some sort of pregnant boob lady. We've got Weird Al Yankovic and Carrot Top. Well, a combination of the two, and Bill Gates. And then, at the very bottom, some guy with a face and some woman with a face. Who are these face people? I just assumed that they were married. Awkward. There's Carrot Top and Bill Gates. Obviously, I'm avoiding the obvious right answer for... I'm saving the right answer till last. So, Pregna Boobs and the Old Man and the Sea. So happy. And finally, the obvious right answer. Oh my goodness, it couldn't possibly be your arse parents. They're standing in front of a lake. Where the fuck do you think it was taken? Jesus Christ on a thin wheat cracker with a very, very thin layer. Oh, they were in Copenhagen, never mind. Of, like, not butter spreadable. Did I mention the other night I had a dream that I had pyrokinesis, and so I formed a fireball and grabbed a snowball from somewhere and then rubbed the two next to each other, and there were points where the fireball looked like it was made of butter or cheese and that the snowball was made of, like, royal icing or something. Unfortunately, rubbing one against the other didn't cause the snowball to, like, evaporate or anything. It just sort of... It was a weirdly satisfying experience to grind one down with the other. Fascinating stuff, I know, but why would you steal that photo? What could you hope to gain by doing that? No, we just thought we'd stare at the wall for a while because we're part cat. Well, I mean, she is half Japanese, and they have cats in Japan. No shit. See, why is showing him the photo so relevant? Why does he have to see it? Oh, apparently there's a little Copenhagen here at Lake Juliet. Well, I don't know, there's probably a date stamp in the corner there. I mean, even I can see that, and it's not even fully showing it to me. Plus, he's mentioning it. Oh, God, we have this entire timeline to remember, and I'm not going to put it together for you. So there's 19 years ago. Then there's 16 years ago when Ashley was born. Then 13 when her mother was shot. 15, maybe, when something else happened. Oh, what? Are you going to have a pretend flashback? Which one? The father who's still roaming around here, or the mother who died before you were even born? Or was she? I think so, because if he is 12, and Sayoko was killed when Ashley was 3, then it still would have been a year before Matthew was born. But, I mean, of course he will have seen the father, because he's fucking roaming around the campsite, isn't he? Because he works at JC Bloody Valley. Why do I have a sneaking suspicion there's like a hidden mechanism inside the mermaid statue or something? I don't remember if that's actually the case, but, I mean, that green text certainly seems to corroborate the possibility of that being a thing. I don't know what it would power, but I don't even remember where the mermaid statue is, so... Well, I mean... Copenhagen... Also, I'm assuming... I wasn't really looking for it when I looked through my items earlier in this episode, but I think we got to keep the water testing kit from the bag in the last episode as well. Ah yes, the treasure map. That was the whole point of us breaking the breaker, as it were. Tracy Breaker. It's funny how one letter can completely change the pronunciation of a word. So... Oh no, he pointed at it and it faded away. Well, I mean, that's visual shorthand for him taking the map. I do hate the term visual shorthand. It seems so fucking poncy, even though for what it means, it makes perfect sense. But it just comes across as really fucking snobby. Or maybe that's just me. So... What, we can't do the treasure? You can't just tell me to go to the tree, leave the tree, do 20-somethings, then stare at a bunny, and then say that I can't do that yet. But, I mean, we have needed to go to his place, his cottage for all of 2 chapters now, so we're a whole couple of chapters late. And once again, recapping stuff that we already know. Wait, what? Why? Why would you bring him back to the... Well, I mean, that's true. But he's going to get... If you take him to your father's cottage, your father's going to catch him instead. Admittedly, your father doesn't know that he's missing, but still. The second that he finds out that he is missing, he's going to turn him in, isn't he? So you're only saving him in the short run. Which is sort of like a slightly more logical version of Peridot's argument in Steven Universe that by saving the Earth, Rose Quartz doomed the Earth. But I won't say much more about that. Shut up, Wii Remote. I was going on a tangent about Steven Universe and how I don't want to spoil too much in case there are people out there who still haven't caught up. It's a good series, by the way. And I do think that Rose is slightly shadier than she's portrayed to be. And oh, we're finally going to meet the covered bridge, by the way. I make it sound like it's a person. And now I'm just picturing Ira Losco in her outfit from the Maltese national final with the hood. There is no actual bridge, it's just Ira Losco wearing a white hood, just standing menacingly with one leg either side of a small stream of water. Well, I've said it, therefore it's canon. Ira Losco, we're coming to tell you that I don't really get the hype behind your Eurovision song this year. Fight me, Malta! And Ashley, stop stopping if you please. Oh, look at this, it's Bitch Tits McFish. Do you wanna fucking go? Having a fucking mushroom jamboree with my supplier. I don't know where I'm going with this. Why are you being so considerate of what she thinks? No, I'm actually in the front lobby right now. This is just a hologram you're talking to. Jesus Christ, you are insufferable. Yeah, go on, give us some answers for yourself. Oh, good for you. I don't care, but I'm obliged to care because it's green text. Oh, did I not mention I'm 16 and, 12 years pregnant, but not. Ashley got pregnant on her 3rd birthday and this is the result. Or something like that. No, don't! She will undermine your social status if you give that much shit away. With her fucking heart container Sims diamond breast area. Okay, bitch, you are just asking for a slap to that white-ass porcelain face of yours. And I'm not saying that to be sexually abusive or sexistly abusive. I'm saying that because Elizabeth is a bitch, and if she were male, then she would still be a bitch. She'd be a fuckboy. But the sort of person that Audrey would date, the sort of person that if they were female, they would need maxi bitch and nether douche. Or maybe it's because we're not rude as fuck to every single person we meet. You fucking twat napkin. Actually, I think that's what maxi bitch would be, a literal twat napkin. Well, at least his mud stains are on his clothes and not his personality. Ooh! Oh, go on, intervene. Yeah, well, there's not much else I can say. I have boom roasted her. I have nothing further to input on the matter. Her hair looks like straw, I suppose. A bale of hay wrapped up in some sort of ribbon. How about you just go and suck a lemon? I have nothing further to say. Elizabeth? You're welcome, by the way. Having a fucking tea party with a wild dog. Yeah, we tried to solve that puzzle by ourselves, and we're only one person, so we can't pick up, but I'm sure between your physical form and your bitchy personality, you'll be able to move entire fucking mountains as well as just that wooden crate. Yeah, go and pick it up. You're fuckety welcome. See, I've roasted you so many times that I'm running out of creative things to say. Yes, it's a huge box, so it's a fucking tiny dildo thing. Yes, it's vagina-shaped, not big fish, little fish cardboard box. Oh, come on. Do you want to speak to us or not? Are we fucking real? Are we going to have to go and show it to you personally? Because I'm ending the episode once you stop talking, and there's nothing you can do about it. We don't trust him either, but still shut the fuck up, because you've never met him before, so how the fuck would he steal it from you? Surely you'd notice. That's not true, because you've been stealing stuff from the guest house, but that's beside the point. I mean, you've been weakening our arguments, I'll weaken yours a little bit, even though it's 3 against 1 against fucking the bitch Lord Victorious over here. Just call him Jonathan Titty Cakes and be done with it. Oh god, who now? Is it the father? Can he see us from the covered arse bridge? There we go, hello. Dr. Baskin Robbins. That reference still makes me feel unclean. Yes, we've been having a bit of a run-in with Angel Cake McArsfuck over here. I can't take her seriously anymore. Friends? With this arsewipe? Jog to the moon? Wow, you are incredibly dense, good sir. He's a cow! What the... Us? Excuse me? Excuse the fuck away from me? Fucking... No, don't you fucking... Wow. Thank you. How about we... Just take her word for it over mine and be completely unreasonable, why don't you? Everyone in this game is stupid in various different arse capacities. Fucking Christ, Richard. Yeah, he's still... No! Fuck's sake, why are you taking Elizabeth's word over ours for all this? Elizabeth is a snobby she's the sort of person who'd talk about... Oh, what even was it that I was saying before? Oh, who do you fucking think, you bespectacled nitwit? Visual shorthand. Is Elizabeth she's the sort of snobby arsehole who'd say visual shorthand. Or, like, I don't know, negative space. Or e-commerce. Maybe not e-commerce, that's more of a Richard thing. What is my commentary even? No, he did not. I will kick you in the boob. I will scoop your eyeballs out and shove the spoon up your anus and then retrieve the spoon, because that shit's fucking valuable, and then kick you up the arse repeatedly until you vomit your eyeballs back out as some sort of gooey, saliva-y, stomach acidy mush. And maybe then you'll understand my point, Elizabeth. If that is even your real name. I wonder if that's going to end up on TV Tropes. Alex, if you don't put that on TV Tropes, I will be slightly disappointed in you. Only slightly. Thank you, Ashley. Fucking Christ. Why is everyone in this game so dense? And also, thank you for calling him out on this. Holy shit. Yes, you are. Just be reasonable. Holy shit, I kind of want to end this episode soon. Yeah, get fucking shot down. Don't tell me to calm down. You're the one being arsey and associating with tittle on my coccyx whilst giving a bastinado to everyone in the population of Boobiala. I think Boobiala's a place anyway. And don't you that's enough me. That's enough your fucking self. Elizabeth, I will stand on your face until your kneecaps bleed. Swaggering off with your fucking high heels. Oh, no, I fully intend to assassinate her later. as if roasting her on the spot repeatedly isn't enough, and oh great, you've scared Matthew away as well. We had a deal, arsewipe. And you just buggered it. Well, I do hope you intend to apologise, good sir. And end this conversation sometime soon as well. Well, thank you, but it's all well and good saying that now, but that doesn't redeem any social status that you caused us to lose it. No, actually, you don't apologise. Everyone else. I mean, you're being a bit dense as well, but still. And a slight other recap of stuff that we already know. And no shit! You accused him of being a thief on no grounds whatsoever. Christ on... Christ on a stripper pole, but the stripper pole is attached to the handle of the lid of a teapot full of tea. And kind of... Well, I mean, yeah, we opened it up to some stranger that we don't even know, but... kind of. You're not very good at keeping promises though, Richard, and I'm holding that against you. You weren't there. The whole point was for us to reconnect after fucking... Hey, well, not reconnect after fucking, because that's incest, but... Gina didn't even turn up! Oh, for crying out loud, is nobody in the loop about any of this? Do you even know who Ryan is? Or have we been molested without even realising it? And then a recap of events that we've already seen again. Again, this is reasonable because he'd need to hear this in order to understand it, but again, Touch Detective would just fade to black, say explaining, and then cut back in at the end of it, and yes, you bloody well do. With your beard and your reverse Hitler moustache. Oh, so now we're all agreed to bring him back to the... So he will be safe at the cottage after all. By a weird turn of events that is totally not what we first anticipated. Anyway, now that drama's over with, I dare not even move from this spot in case another cutscene happens. So I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next one, we'll keep going that way, and yeah, you just run on the spot, why don't you, Ashley? See you next time. These batteries still haven't run out, by the way. Holy hell.